August 24, 2026, Israel found a ship that had been sitting on the seafloor for 78 years, 503 meters down, intact. And I'm not telling you this because it's related to Bitcoin or it's related to something that you worry right now. It's the story of how Israel almost destroyed itself in its first month of creation. Now, you may be curious why I'm bringing you this information right now. How is it related to S&P? How is it related to health with the sovereign method and astrofinance? 1948 is not just the creation of Israel. It's post-World War II and the world we are familiar today, including NATO and Pakistan, India, the end of the English Empire in the Middle East. And Israel, in this event, was just few weeks old, and a ship called Altalena arrives carrying weapons, ammunition, and fighters from Irgun, which was a separate protection group. Irgun in Hebrew means organization.
June 1948. Israel is 4 weeks old. A ship called the Altalena arrives carrying weapons, ammunition, and fighters from the Irgun, a militia that hadn't fully folded into the new national army. The question was simple and total. Who controls the guns, the state or the militia? Ben-Gurion ordered the army to fire on the ship, on Jews. 16 Irgun men died, 3 soldiers died. The ship burned off the Tel Aviv beach. Menachem Begin, who led the Irgun, who was on that ship, refused to order his men to fire back. That refusal is the only reason Israel didn't collapse into civil war in its first month. It settled the question permanently. There would be one army, one authority.
They found it 78 years later intact. Why is it important? Because 78 years is not just a normal number. Between 78 to 81 years, when you are hearing something is happening, it's Uranus cycle. So when you understand what Uranus cycle means, you already start understanding in which cycle we are looking at the event. And it's crazy because in Israel government, within hours, ministers and people start using this against each other, right and left. One compared himself to Begin. The prime minister used it to attack Ben-Gurion, the man who funded the state. So it's just crazy because the wreck came back and the fault line came up with it. And when I'm looking on the astrology and what is happening on the natal chart of Israel and what I'm seeing for other companies and countries using the desk timing that I'm working parallel, what is coming from here, it's not going to attach only to Israel, but to many countries on Europe, United States, and the Middle East. So here we are. Look at this. This is today, August 24th, 2026. What we are seeing here, the Sun and the South Node, I will go one day ahead so you will see it exactly. The South Node on Mars. Mars represents the military, the IDF. Jupiter is on Pluto. This is just the beginning. This is the drama. This is the Israel MC in Leo. The center is changing. And even that Israel, Jupiter, is sitting exactly on the galactic center. Something here is going to give, and everyone will feel it somewhere, not just because of Israel, but because of a bunch of events around the world, organizations, and changes. Now, here is why I'm telling you this. This is one chart, one country, one day. It's a beautiful demonstration, but it's a demonstration. It doesn't make anyone money, and it doesn't warn anyone about anything. What I actually track beyond Israel, it's different. I hold 7 of those charts at once: Israel, China, Saudi Arabia, United States, NATO, and 2 companies most people have never thought to chart. Big organizations are pointing to the same window, October through March. Probably something much bigger related to government, organization, and as I told you already in other video, lack of freedom. how you are going to be organized yourself. So listen, I've been publishing dated calls against that map since April 2026. Not vibes, no astrology, no confusion, just dates, levels, window, tendency, yes, no, medium, how much I sure, nothing is 100%, posted before the events, time-stamped, you could track, those are more than 70 signals so far. The misses published alongside the hits. Everything in the link below. 82% of what's resolved so far has resolved correctly. The Altalena is the fascination. It is for me. It's part that makes you go, okay, there is something here. What's coming in the next 6 months is the part I actually take very seriously. I don't publish that here. It goes the desk, dated before it happens. Link in the bio. The preview channel is free. You can watch the calls, results in real time before you decide anything.